What's up with it? It's the real D Martin, and you tune into just another sit-down conversation with me. It's something I'm just gonna start doing a little series. Please tune in, subscribe, follow all my music and anything that you see me doing, because I promise everything I do is strictly from my heart. I just want y'all to support me and follow me on this journey. Yeah. So let's go. Real D Martin, Brick Baby Productions.
The real D Martin, Brick Baby Productions.
I try to keep quiet cause sometimes I be tripping. I may be in my feelings, everything seem different. I try not to listen, I really think I'm losing my feelings. You better listen, I know that I'm different. They ain't they feelings, I try not to listen. They think I'm tripping, I'm far from slipping. You better listen, it's just the beginning.
What's up with it? It's the real D Martin, and I want to thank you for tuning in. Blessings to you. This right here is going to be just like a little story time that I'm going to tell you about. If you know me, you know, I didn't have crystals on, I was looking for them, but I used to have an African bloodstone on. But over the course of about the last 2 years, ever since I moved to Atlanta, I've been on a spiritual journey. And the spiritual journey, I grew my hair out, you know, and symbolic reasons. When I started my music career, I started growing out my locks. But one of the most, you know, life-changing moments to me was when my whole life, I've been trying to figure out what my purpose is. And the second I found my purpose, it seemed like everything just fell apart. So I want you to make sure that you watch all this video. I'm gonna tell you, this is story time with the real D Martin, Brick Baby Productions. And I know this is another intro, but I just need you to watch this and just know it's worth it. So whatever you got going on, I hope you just take this message right here, and you know, I'm just learning this. Just take this little message right here and just know that whatever your situation is, whatever you may be going through, just know that it's just your perspective, like on both sides of the ball. But I want you to know how powerful you are. I want you to know that you're one of the most beautiful people ever known to the face of the earth. I learned to embrace myself. When you see people begin to, when you have an issue, let's say this, mental health matters. It's in our DNA. Everything is in your DNA. Like dogs, like chickens. And what happens with us is, if you are something but you don't have a name, you don't really know what you are. We don't have an identity. And I'm talking about my people, black people, the original people. And I want to say this, I got a message. I got a message from my ancestors, from my soul. It said, it's time, meaning like, it's time to rise up. It's time to, and I don't mean take over nobody. I mean, it's time to stand up and be you and embrace who you are. Because you can't tell me that we just these people. It's so much I gotta say, but and it's just, please follow me. I got ADHD. I got so much. I have what they did. I don't have ADHD. That's what they give me. They say I have ADHD. I don't have ADHD. That's what they say. I have some. I'm a special person, and you special. I know who I am. You gotta know who you are. I'm a crystal child. You gotta know who you are. And one of the most iconic things to me is the fact that they made us forget who we are. And you can see who you are. You know that when you go out in the sun, you know, people, life is bigger than, when I started making music and people started to push me away, like started to look at me like, oh man, he think he can rap. You know, people, when you find that thing, let me tell you something, I've done all types of stuff, but when you find something that you know, it's something that you found, you've done so much stuff, you may be a hustler, you got that energy. There's a certain energy about you. When you walk in a room, people feel a certain, people look at you, you dance, you're the life of the party, you can drink the most, you can smoke the most, you just can learn, you're so fast, you're just this person, you on fire for life, you living. People tell you, you need to slow down, you just like, slow down, I'm trying to speed up. If you have a fire in you, whenever you get that fire lit up in you, and the fire that's in you, you want it, you know, naturally, our human feelings, our emotions, that make us want to help the people around us, and just anybody, it just make us want to. And what we lose track of is that, you know, all people are not here for our good, and like, you know, one of the most detrimental things that we gotta do as a community is black people and people of color. We gotta make sure that we come together as in, like, we gotta stick together as a community, and we gotta have standards. If we don't have standards, situations like what I'm gonna tell you gonna happen, and continue to happen. I watched, you know, I was raised in Section 8, And being raised on Section 8, my grandma raised us, and my daddy paid child support. And this is the first time I just ever said this on camera, like for real. I said it on a TV show. I'm gonna tell you the story. And me, I always been different. And to know this is to know that it's okay to be different. And people wonder what made me so different. I'm gonna tell you what made me so different, because I watched all of us grow up together. You know, kids, I'm 30 years old. I just made 30 years old October 1st. So we played together, man. We'll go somewhere, we'll make money together. We did what we had to do. We rake leaves. We'll ask our mama for $1. Your mama give you $1. You got 50 cents. You ain't got nothing. We know you ain't got nothing. It's cool. It could be 7 of us. It could be 3 of us. We all knew each other. We even knew people in other neighborhoods. I'm talking about even when I went out of town, went to my family in New Orleans, I go anywhere, Milwaukee, anywhere I went, all black people know one thing. We have a village. A village. I'm talking to my people. Black people. The original people. We all had a village. And in that village, we can come together, and if we got into it, we will fight if we had to fight, because that's what brothers and sisters do. People love each other. We get, we're around each other so much, tension rise up. And because we let other people come in and we try to let them dictate our culture, like they, fighting us, you watch some Michael Jackson movie, Gary Indiana, they fought. They fought. And once they fought, that was it. And it's just, they come right back together. And it ain't nothing after that. And then them two people probably usually become the best of friends. Like most people I grew up with, I know they fought so many times, enemies, then they became best friends. It wasn't no murder. It was no just hate. They didn't have an op. The cops was the op. And the reason the cops was the op, because the man on the block who was the dope dealer or something like that, he was the one who was gonna give me that $1 I needed for school, the other $1 I needed for school. And I gotta tell you how life is. Life is real in the field. I'm from the field. He give you that other $1 for school. That dope boy. That dope boy the one who gonna buy you something to eat. So you say the police come through, he ain't giving you nothing. I'm gonna give you this. A lot of people, I'm making this YouTube so people can not have a misconception of who they think I am. They want to why you got your locks out? Why you gonna get a retwist? Because I'm going through this is my heritage. This is my culture. I'm just because your family abandoned and forget where we come from and who they are because of certain situations, systematic oppression, that don't mean that I'm gonna let me forget who I am. And the thing is, the guys, the only reason they selling drugs on the corner is because they was put into a situation long before they even was in long before they even arrived on this plane of existence, before they even put on this plane of existence. When they was born, they was automatically a Section 8 baby. It was put into the system. When my white friend's born, I talked to somebody yesterday, and I was telling her, see, you don't know why the black boy killed the other black boy. You don't know that, but I know why the black boy killed the other black boy, because he don't have no skills. He don't have nothing to hold on. He don't have a reason. He don't have nothing but the block. And the block, he see ops, and the ops, he's just so stressful. That's why he smoked. That's why he do high quantities of drugs. And, we as humans, because we forget that we are beings and we powerful and we all are one. Like, we gotta remember that the reason why that person doing it, because that person really has no other way. So they say some people are evil. No, nobody is evil. It's just evil circumstances. It's just evil circumstances. It's perception. It's perception, because you can put that same evil person in a certain situation. I'm just being honest. People do hurt people, let's be real, but it's it's people, you can put so-called evil people in situations, people more so-called evil than them, and they won't be evil no more. They'll be the good guys. They won't even touch nobody. They'll be so humble. When you put a man in the room who would like to fight with a man who like to bite and eat you, being honest, they don't want to fight no more. If somebody gonna bite you every time, and so I'm trying to teach you, like, if you gave a man an opportunity, but see, there's no opportunity, there's no growth, and there's no community, there's no unity. So what happened is we used to have the slop bucket. I remember my grandma used to get the chicken in the chilling bucket, and you would take it, they'll come pick it up, and everybody put the slop. And my grandma was older, so we lived in the ghetto, but the ghetto was community. Everybody donate slop, and you'll get a piece of meat. It may not be a lot, but shit, you got enough for what you put out. And what I'm trying to get to is this, man. Please listen to this. Because of cultural indifferences and because of certain government, like Section 8, I don't see Section 8 as a bad thing. I see Section 8 not as a good thing for my people. And people say, well, you was raised on Section 8. I was, and I think it's a great thing for people, who just in a start over situation. It's meant to start over situation. Okay. Now, it limits you. And anything that's limited can't grow till you can't make this amount of money. Well, how you gonna get out of the situation if you can't make this amount of money? So most people, they'll say, well, my rent gonna go up. Well, your kids, and don't listen, man. Don't listen to this. Do not take this as like I'm down in the hood, because I can go to the hood. I love the hood. There's people in the hood make more money than you. I don't know who watching this, but I know people in the hood got more money, make more money than you. Ain't nobody in the hood broke. They broke, they by choice, because it ain't nothing but a hustle in the hood. So it's just, when you have kids and they have no opportunity. I had somebody I was talking to, somebody I know, man, he done federal time, real time, 16 years fed. So he was telling me all the type of people he met, and he done met, and he was telling me just how, people different. And he was telling me, I asked him, I said, what's something that I could do for the kids? Like something I could bring to the community. And I'm not talking about just my community, I'm talking about like for the world, not the world, but America, because we're in America, and this is America, like it's real in America. And we try to look over it because the systematic oppression is just so real. But he was telling me how like I could have a foundation where I could teach kids how to change a tire. He said, you don't know, but having somebody to change a tire, they get them skilled. They can start learning how to change oil. Boom, boom, boom. Then you look up there at MIT. Not MIT, but they're in some type of tech school, I guess. So they doing some MIT. Let's say MIT. Or starting their own. I don't know, but the reason why I joined the military, because my auntie husband, he was a white man, Marine Corps veteran. He talked about the military so much and everything he did. I saw other men, Mr. Gilmore I grew up with, he talked about, he was a veteran with Desert Storm and all that, and he talked about the military. I knew so many veterans, ex-mayor, I used to work for him, and he told me, he said, man, he said, you go to college, he said, go to college, you're gonna bury why. He just taught me the value of education. Let me tell you something, and when you're in a place where there's so much systematic oppression, where everything is given to you and everything is put in your face, when you become a grown man, next thing you got, you 6, you 4, you 12, you're a grown man in the hood. So it's like, 8 years old, you grown, man. 8 years old, you grown in the hood. It's like, I don't care nobody say you are grown. At 4, you grown. The thing that gets me is, it's like, when that kid hit 8, he only thing he know, like, man, I had to hand off crack. That's how you got to be a runner. Like, you have to be a runner, man. You have to be a lookout or something. Like, you gotta, and what's so crazy about the streets is it seems like everybody forget about the streets. This thing about the streets is so much secrecy to the streets. Everybody forget about the streets when they grow up or whenever they just, I don't know how to say it, but it's just people like, they forget that we was in a struggle. They forget that we was all close and family, and they letting this social media stuff, if that's what you call it, just get to us all this fake news. And it's only one thing that matters in this world, man. It's about having an opportunity to come together and build. And I think my people, it's time. I don't think I know, it's time. It's time. It's time to grow. It's time for me to make these videos. It's time for me to teach you the things that I've learned, to bring people on to my platforms. And even if I have to go make my own platforms, it's my soul's duty to come here. And in the process of that, I know I'm protected. I know that this is just a physical body. No harm could be done to me. I'm going on a spiritual journey. I've been on a spiritual journey since I started making music. And it's been some events that's been happening that's been showing me that, like, we gotta do better. It's about to be 2023. And I know more black people than died. I got people, man, getting shot, man. Like, I don't even live in the hood. I saw a dude, man, he made a video. He said, it make me chill. Like, it got me shook up. He said, the only way we can free ourselves. You ever had so much on your mind? And you have been so, this is the first time I really ever just, I don't get to talk to too many people because I'm talking where I'm talking on a whole nother level. I be wanting to take the conversation there. And it's hard, you can't do people like that who don't know. And so, and I'm trying to help a lot of people. So I'm trying to talk about this in a way that I just spoon feed you for other videos because I don't want to make this a long edit. But I got friends who get killed. My friend Kesey. One of my sons, I said they killed Kesey. Call her black. You ever meet a person, you know they don't play, and they got the sweetest soul in the world. And see, they don't know who killed her. And there's so many people that don't know who killed her. And we still killing each other. The reason we killing each other because we don't build each other. We all been judged. We all done wrong. You think, for 1 second, you think the Ku Klux Klan don't even have to do nothing. The Ku Klux Klan don't have to do nothing. I'm not starting no race riots. I ain't trying to be none of that. I want peace for my people. We deserve it. You can call me crazy, you can think whatever you want. But I'm on my journey. I done my work. I'm doing my work. I done a lot on my journey, and I am here. I'm in the moment. My head is clear. I've been through hell. I had a lady the other day tell me, she said, she told me, she said, I didn't think you had that type of character. I said, man, you did I not tell you I'm a brick baby? I'm from the ghetto. Ma'am, you cannot offend me and think I'm not gonna come back at you. You cannot threaten my character and think I'm not gonna come back at whatever I have to. Not in a disrespectful way, but I'm gonna come at you correctly. Because where I'm from, it's called standards of living. Where I'm from, in the hood, it's consequence repercussions. And in life, I learned something. I thought the trenches was tough. This whole world, it's tough. But the trenches is tougher. You get what I'm saying? It's like the world wanna be hard. The world is hard. It's like it ain't this. Like the trenches is like. The world is like. You get what I'm saying? It's like the trenches is. And the world is one big pop, big fist. But this choppy in the hood. Trying to figure out just, damn, how you gonna stay out of trouble today? What you gonna do today? That's like, y'all don't know that shit. Like you waking up a little kid, man, your stomach growling. Your mom in there hungover. She ain't there with a nigga, you don't even know him. You just hoping he ain't on no bullshit. You just hoping he don't try you because you and your brother, your friend, y'all be with the shit. And like, imagine you grow up, man. Like I used to hang with my brother and them all the time, man. Like I was saying, I know I be getting off topic, but like I told you, I talk a lot. But imagine y'all all grow up together, man. Ain't nobody ever got no trouble. Y'all done this stealing, man. I tell people, man, come on, man. That's our environment. We stole bikes and stuff, repainted them, you know. Hey, I'm telling the truth. And we didn't really steal the bikes. We really kind of took the bikes. We were walking somewhere, needed a ride. We see a bike by the road or something, see a bike, we just get it. And then police come look for the bike. And when I say we, y'all listen to this, in the hood, when one person do something, we all do something. If one touch the bike, we all gotta touch the bike. Cause we know laws, cause we on the block with dudes who like literally living that type of life. But we get the bike, it's so crazy, man. Listen, man, it's like the craziest thing in the world. Me, my battery about to die. So I hate that fact. Cause how's my battery about to die? Damn. Let me go ahead and finish it. Oh, you know what? Well, no, I gotta finish my topic. So my topic is this. When you look up and ask yourself this, if we ain't got nobody to help build us, if we ain't got nobody that's gonna step up, who is gonna be? It's so much that need to be talked about that I can't even talk about it. It's like it's so much, it's like when you talk about this, your emotions go all over the place. They killed my friend Keisha. They killed so many people. People dying, people getting shot every other day. And it's because that's what they want us to do. They just want us to kill each other. They want us to kill each other off like roaches, like roach poison. You kill one, he gonna kill the other. You kill more people than the Ku Klux Klan. I don't care what you tell me. It's reverse racism. We genocide. We killing ourselves. Killing ourselves. We killing ourselves. It's up to us to heal ourselves. My name is Real D Martin, Brick Baby Productions. Just know, they may come for your body, they cannot take your soul. They can take your mind, they cannot take your soul. Don't give them your soul. Your soul is this. Know who you are. This is powerful. YouTube, disclaimer. I do not mean no hate or no harm on nobody. I just wish good for my people. And I want the world to know the truth about my people. And anybody who's trying to spread the truth, please comment down at the bottom, tell me, give me information. My wife, she been on this, but me, man, I've been trying to come out of that project mindset, man. My mind, man, I'm just growing up in the hood, man, like that shit there. Your mind, man, it's hard to function in the real world. It's like being in prison. And like, I could say, man, it took me 30 years. I feel like to come out of the hood, because I'm out now. I'm out of the hood, and I've been moved out of the hood, but it took me 30 years. And, you know, people say the government owe us something. Nah, we owe it to each other. You owe it to yourself. It's time to do better. The Real D Martin. Like I keep on saying, Brick Baby Productions. The music I make. Anybody I produce your music, I'm not promoting no hate, no harm to nobody. It's just love and humor. Hey, ha. Let's keep this going. I like these. Y'all please like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and just make sure, man, keep on staying positive, man. Don't spread no hate, man. Remember, man, like, love and blessings to all people. Peace.
The Real D Martin Brick Baby Productions.